In this event, how do you feel about it?
I feel good. Obviously, the goal today is just to get through the next round. All the 200 athletes got through, so it's for lane position. So just want to go out and make sure I got placed high enough to get a good lane tomorrow.
Yeah, how does that affect everyone's mentality? Do you have to fight to not let that affect your mentality?
We were like, oh dang, don't tell us that. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get a good lane to set us up to get through to the final. So I just want to get a good lane for the semis and get ready for tomorrow.
You sounded coming off the 100 like you felt pretty good about kind of where things were at, and if you could put it together,
yeah,
you're going to be okay this weekend. You still feel like that after a couple days off?
Yeah, definitely. Took a couple down days after the 100, got back together and had some good sessions on the track. Talked with Bobby, and I just feel ready to go.
How important were those off days for you, just to kind of get your mindset back on track and get ready for these 200s?
Yeah, definitely. Just recovery, refuel, kind of even just take my mind off track and just kind of like hang out with my family, hang out with friends. So it was a nice reset, but I was definitely eager to get back out here today.
How did it feel? Because it looked from watching on television that it was pretty easy for you. Tell us, was it easy running that, and kind of what did it just feel like to get back on track?
Yeah, definitely. Lane 8, you're kind of running blind a little bit, so my goal was just to run a really hard curve, come off the curve and just remain smooth, not lock up, and just stay open so that tomorrow I have a good shot.
For you, how do you kind of bounce back after that 100? How do you approach it? Is it kind of a flush mentality, or what do you do about it?
Yeah, definitely. I think for me, it's more fuel. I didn't make that team in the 100, and that was a goal, so for me, it's just another opportunity and more fuel in the fire.
You've been in this position before. What is it going to take for you to, continue on this path tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the experience is a good thing for me. I have been here before multiple times, so I know how to get through rounds, and I know that tomorrow I got to bring my A game so I can get through the finals.
This one was a season best for you. You got more left in the tank?
Yeah, definitely. That's the whole reason I've been training hard this year, and to get ready for these next couple days.
Jenna, real quick, I know you've really turned up both in the 100 and, of course, now in the first round of the 200. What's kind of clicked for you here at Olympic Trials that maybe, you've been getting together throughout the season?
I think Bobby just fine-tuning. He doesn't give us our legs till he wants to, and the past couple weeks, I went to Europe and I wasn't feeling that well. And I came back and he just kind of hit it hard in practice, and he's like, it's now or never. So for me, I just got to show up every day and give him my 100%, and I'll just know that Bobby's workouts are going to get me to where I need to be.
Do you feel like you're carrying your experience, onto the track, everything that you've done throughout your career?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like the fact that I've been here before and the fact that I've had to go through these rounds and I've felt this pressure, it's definitely a benefit for me, and it's something that I know how to handle. So, the competition gets better and better every year. So I know that in order to compete, I got to show up and be ready to race.
I'm just curious, when you go out to Europe, obviously Bobby isn't there with you. How is it that you're able to manage, still execute to the best of your ability despite your coach not being there?
I guess that's just part of track and field. You're expected to fly overseas, fly 24 hours to get there, and then have 2 days to get your feet under you. Sometimes you do well, sometimes you don't. So the ultimate goal for all the Americans is to be ready for the trials, because our trials are so tough that all the stuff leading up to it is just see what you need to fix and fine-tune it.
You mentioned the 100 trials.
Yeah.
Obviously running those events, does that kind of ease your nerves a little bit coming into the 200, or is it just kind of business as usual for you?
Yeah, definitely. I enjoy running the 100 just as much as I like the 200. So for me, it's never a question of like if I want to do it or not. It helps just keep my mind off the 200, and it helps just get competitive and get my legs under me ready to go.
Being at the University of Oregon, you seem to have the crowd behind you,
definitely
rooting for you. What's it like to draw energy from the crowd, and how does that help push you through all these rounds?
Yeah, this is like my home track. I come here and I can hear everyone in the crowd just screaming "Go Ducks!" It's cheering for me, and I definitely feel the love, and it's definitely something that helps boost me in these races.
Do you feel a little nostalgic coming to meets here?
Definitely. This is my home for college, and this is where I was at, and where I got my career started. So it's definitely a special place for me. It will always be a special place for me. So getting to come back here has always been fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.